Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamlin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. Out quickly to Jeudy. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give up the middle to Williams. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. On 2nd and 7, Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Partner,
this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
Mahomes pass. Complete to Noah Gray. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Mahomes over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We've made it most difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down for Chiefs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39, Wilson got his man. It's Dulcich. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. Derek Carr, terrific in the victory, as his guys get to 10 wins and run their mark to 10-3. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, we finish off Week 14 in the desert. It's the Patriots and Cardinals from Glendale. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. First down for Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Completes it to Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Mahomes. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a give to Edmonds. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
a gain of 4 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick slant to Hamler. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-1 draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And some room to maneuver. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. first down. Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
34-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards for number 11. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this down at the 37.
A 7-yard pickup. It brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 2nd down, McKinnon. Oh, good move. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That's good.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pass incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Now Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
A 3-yard pickup.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
77 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Intended for Kendall Hinton. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And a 1st down for Chiefs.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 26. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. A dump down to McKinnon.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye,
and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Chiefs, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.